Hello, everybody. Uh, there we go. Hello, everybody. Let me turn the audio down in my ear. It's loud. We're suddenly in a boat, and that made it a lot louder for me. Hello, everybody. God, we got a worm, we got a snail, we got a slug in the chat. That's good synergy. Oh. Just as I sat down to actually start streaming, in the back of my mind, I was like, I wish I had a cup of tea. I can big tea vibes already here. And I guess we're in it. I guess we're in I booted the game up, and I guess we're already in the game.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you.
Ooh.
And I'm sorry about that. I'm just going to start at the beginning with the house.
I'm going to go ahead and adjust all of the audio. Yeah, it's my first ever playthrough of this game. I hear nothing but great things about it. I'm going to turn down the music and maybe the sound effects a little bit. And then keep the dialogue up. I have to assume captions are just already turned on because it looked like they were. So I guess we'll see. Okay. Anyway, at some point I might stop and
Someone
make
had
myself
put up a chain link fence, but it looked like I wasn't the first person to hop it.
a little cup of tea. It's just it's big tea energy in New York right now, and this game has big tea energy as well. Ah, hey Clarodactyl, thank you for re-upping your subscription. Everybody I know who's played this game has loved this game, and so I'm excited to join the ranks of those people.
I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
That's quite a building I'm seeing. Yeah, I was hoping this is going to be a spooky game, but chat seems to be suggesting to me that it's going to be a sad game.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Just leave those where they are. Already very much digging the graphics.
I hadn't been back since my brother Lewis's funeral.
Just melt my body. I assume this is in like the Pacific Northwest. Because it's foggy and raining and overcast, and also her notebook said Puget Sound.
In her will, my mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked.
Let me know
Maybe
how...
she thought I'd know. Or she thought that the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
Woohoo! The Finches. Oh my god, I'm bending the words. Oh, okay. Let me know how the audio is in general. And thank you, Princess Undercuff, for re-upping your subscription. Gosh, 2 roads diverge in a woods. I'm going to take the one that looks slightly less traveled. Because that's what I would do if I were actually here, walking this beautiful path. No, I can't down... Okay, there we go. I can't go down that path? Oh, I guess it's a little creek. I should have enough time today, handily, to get through this game. But that might not be true if I insist on taking... Uh-oh. That's a lot of missing posters, huh? 2 hours at the most. Okay. I find frequently that I go over estimate for games because I want to look at everything and touch everything. And I see a lot of secrets that way.
Even after I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
Oh, there it is.
The... 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 The as if they're about to say something but never do.
What's up? Hey, what's up? Is this the sort of game where if I had taken that other path, I would have gotten different text? Since this one was talking about the forest, maybe that would be talking about the road or something. Whatever.
The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been dreaming about it.
A cool house does not look up to safety standards. Anybody's safety standards. Oh, this would be a cool house to build a model of. I could see like a cool papercraft model of this. Would be a lot of fun. Hey, crocodile head. Hey, what's your deal? Are you a dragon? Haha, 111 minutes. How do I get to you? Can I get to you? TBH, the house gives me big city museum vibes from St. Louis, which I've been thinking about recently, because that's where I'm from. I'm going to go back soon to visit. Does not look like I can get to Dragon Head, at least not yet. I guess we'll see if I can eventually explore over that way. I guess let's go up the middle path.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Ah, have a good time at your birthday party, Vaporize. That is a worthwhile Sunday
Now,
activity.
As a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Ooh. Afraid of it? Just because it looks super unsteady and cobbled together and a little dangerous? Sound. Can I crouch in this game? No, all I can do is zoom in. That's fine. I love that this cool fantasy house also has a very mundane little garage attached to it. Another missing poster. Cannot interact. Milton Finch. Zooming in is like crouching for your eyes. Well, can't disagree with that.
I hope the key might unlock the front door. It didn't.
Oh. Oh, wrong direction.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Hello? Ooh, generally Jenna, congratulations! Oh, that's extremely exciting. Congrats on completing your first year. That rules. And what a first year. I can only imagine. Oh, sorry, Be My Badger. I can definitely see that being an issue. All the zooming in and out is probably not helping. Oh no! Well, I mean, the upside about grad school work is that you don't have to do it over the summer. So hopefully you have a cool, relaxed summer plan. Oh, am I just gonna? Okay. Oh, okay. That's not what I thought. How I was gonna interact with that.
Used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Northwest Chef, Pacific Pantry. All right. Flour, salt, water, yeast. A Viking's belly. Can't believe this place hasn't been ransacked in some way. Ooh, Oh, cool. Little baby pool. Some cool bikes.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Yeah, that tracks.
For the first time in years, I felt like I was home.
Felt like you were home, but you're also afraid of this place, because there's a lot there to unpack, maybe emotionally.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
In loving memory, Louis Finch. Interesting. So the missing poster was for a Milton. There's Edith. And Louis is the one who passed away. Very young. Beloved brother to Edith, son of Dawn, grandson to Eddie. Okay. Oh yeah, I'll keep an eye out for Paprika. Is it really even a video game if there's no Paprika? And if anybody knows where the shop is, I guess I don't have any currency yet. Once I find currency, we'll have to find the shop, see who runs it. Ooh, a recipe. I bet somebody on the internet has made this recipe. Cinnamon, nutmeg, ginger. Yeah, that's an apple pie, all right.
Like how after Louis started working at the cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
Yeah, that is a lot of cans. Probably past date.
Or how only one restaurant would deliver to our house. So we had Chinese a lot.
Legit, as somebody who grew up in the woods, in a house significantly less spooky, but a little bit spooky, but less spooky than this, I'm shocked that even a single restaurant delivered to their place. No restaurants delivered to our house when I was growing up. Wow, that's a lot of salmon. A lot of cookbooks.
The table was still a wreck from the night we left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
This game's Paprika is salmon. What a statement. Alright, looks like... Oh, they wrote the ferry a lot. I love the ferry. Pacific Northwest Ferry. Very good. Sea of Whale. I'm intrigued by all the candles. I guess they said that she said that the power went out the day they left. I assume that was like after they left, but I guess this is implying that it was when they left. Oh, somebody left their like phone? Oh, look at that. What? Is there something in the water? Just the...
My mom was the only one of us who could imagine Great-Grandma Edie living in a nursing home.
Roy Luluho, as I understand it, it's gonna be more sad than spooky. It hasn't been very spooky yet. The public market, Pike Market. This is making me very nostalgic for the Pacific
Nothing in the house
Northwest.
looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
There are a lot of cookbooks. I think that's what she's referring to, maybe. Cool table.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house after it sank.
Okay. I mean, that's what happens when you build a house in a bog. First one sinks, you build another one. Let's peek out this window. Ooh, I see some cool statues. God, it's pretty. Man, boy, do I miss mountains. Some beags. Some boids.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Barbara.
Great-grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Barbara Finch. My Friend Bigfoot is what this movie is called. Okay. Excellent work. Is there anything in here of note? Just a hallway. Okay, so they were either packing or unpacking stuff.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Date missing 2003. Age of disappearance 11. Ocean Beach, Washington. Ocean Island, Washington.
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Hello. Hi, ominous door. Wow. Sealed off. I have to assume that means that this is like unstable.
Edie told me once that every Finch who ever lived is buried somewhere in the library.
What? Grandma? What a weird thing to say. Alright, can't seem to go in there. A seal. Or otter? Maybe an otter.
After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
Okay. Big Grey Garden vibes. Cool saw. Painted saw. Oh, hi.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room. I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
Ah. Cool carpet. Cool mural. God, is that the first house? The one that sunk? Even the mailbox sunk, it looks like. I don't think there are any whale sharks in the Pacific Northwest. I guess I don't totally know their habitat. Cool. Choo-choo.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Hey! We opened a book.
My mom was really good at keeping secrets. Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
Cool. Happy Sunday,
From
Peter.
the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
I like this kitty. It's a cool painting Milton did. Oh. Look at this cool stained glass window.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. But I had no idea what was behind that door.
Thank you. I feel very cozy. It's a rainy.
Like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
A rainy, gray, overcast day in New York. Honestly, perfect weather to play this game in. I started the morning with a bowl of oatmeal, a cup of coffee. At some point during this stream, I'm going to stop and make a cup of tea. I also recently got this blanket cleaned. And let me tell you, if you haven't cleaned any of your blankets in like 2 years, I recommend it. It's so much nicer. It's just such a much more pleasant experience when the things you own are clean.
Looking at Molly's room through the peephole.
Mount Rainier National Park. One of the most beautiful mountains I've ever been on.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
What? That rules. That's wild. Wait, okay. Amazing. So where did we all sleep
being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
If they sealed off all the bedrooms, where were we at?
I got the sense Edie had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
Oh, I see. Wow. 10 years. Wait, is the implication that she died at 10 years old?
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
Okay, we have time traveled. Are
My
you full of
Halloween candy was all gone.
Oh, it is December, so that makes sense.
The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Oh, Molly. Molly. Just eat your gerbil's food? That's pretty whack, kid. Oh, cool. Oh, wait, no. Did you cut off the starfish's arm to see if it would grow back? That feels a little grim. I think we're in the 1940s now. Yeah. I started at noon my time, so we've been in game about 25 minutes.
Mom, can I come out now?
God, am I locked in?
It's late. Go to sleep.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Wow, got my own cool
I kept
bathroom.
eating and eating.
Oh no, no, Molly, no, no. Oh, Molly. Oh, whatever this is, don't, no. No, Molly. Oh, I'm gonna have to do this, huh? Alright, well,
I ate a lot of things that night.
eat these berries, I guess. No. Oh. Yeah, right? If only she knew that downstairs and
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
80 years in the future, there'd be salmon everywhere.
It was a barn swallow going back to her nest.
Are you gonna eat this fucking bird?
I reached out for her.
Oh, thank God, okay. Yeah, get out of here, bird.
And suddenly,
Gonna fall?
I was
What
a
the
cat.
fuck? I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. And I'm meow 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 and I'm meow meow meow. I'm a cat. I'm a kitty cat. Can I climb? I can jump. Bloop.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
Meow. Bloop. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Yeah.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
Yeah, yeah. Am I supposed to jump for you? Okay. Yeah. Oh, so close that time. I'm definitely going to catch this bird gang. Yeah.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Right, this is the one, I think.
I could
Pew!
tell she was getting really tired.
Cute little farm scene. All right, where'd you go? Yeah.
Now I was up in the big tree.
If I
promised
remember.
Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
I see you. Voxel, I'm gonna try to remember to save this one on YouTube. I don't often do that, but this is such a short game, and it's gonna be a complete walkthrough, hopefully, that it should be fine. So if from the future, if you're watching this on YouTube, you know I have successfully done this.
I gobbled her up.
Oh! I
And
fell to
suddenly,
my death?
I was an owl.
Oh.
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass.
Ooh. Okay.
Rabbits.
I'm a bird now. Ho, 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 ho. Oh, jeez.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons.
What is this
I
game?
swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
What am I
Then I
playing?
flew off to find something bigger.
What game? What's happening?
A mama rabbit.
Oh God, I'm just going around slaughtering little mom creatures. I did a bad job.
She was almost too big to carry. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh God, oh God. Oh God. Okay. Let me just flop my way down to the ocean, like you do. This is... Ah!
And into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Okay, is one of these fish a mom fish? Since that seems to be my dark desires.
I wanted fat, juicy seals.
Oh no! Game!
I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good.
I just tore off the flipper. I didn't eat the whole thing. Somehow that feels worse. I can't pinpoint it. It just feels cruel. Is there a people? Oh, there it is. There she is. Oh God. All right, well, let's do it, I guess.
Grabbed on tight. But I was so hungry, I jumped out of the water. When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Scoozy? Scoozy? Game? What? I think I'm an octopus. Oh boy, this is a weird
Now
sensation.
I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
Oh, am I on the ferry? And it's Christmas time and everybody's got Christmas trees. Can I climb up? Oh, Captain Finch. Interesting. This is pretty wild, gang. How long does tentacle go? Oh, that's so much tentacle. I'm giant. Am I gonna eat my own grandpappy?
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Hello. Welcome to the lighthouse. Ah! Ah! Wow, I can't believe the screen cut away from that moment. The game decided that moment was too much. The first person POV of us eating a mama rabbit is fine.
But also, I didn't.
Oh god. Oh god. Can I go? I guess I can't go up and over. Alright, let's go around. Oh boy. I have to be so big. Like, that's the full. I guess I've been growing. I must have been growing because look at how thick my tentacle is. Look at it. It's so long. Hello. I'm just gonna, I guess, squish under you.
Passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
What am I gonna be now? Okay, I'm still the octopus, but I seem to have a much smaller...
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
I think I still an octopus. But my tentacle is much smaller now. Is this gonna end with me, like, killing Molly, the character I guess I ostensibly am? The idea that if you live in the Pacific Northwest, an octopus might crawl on up out of your toilet is an absolute nightmare.
I got closer and closer.
It's really upsetting. I see the word Molly. I do seem to be. Oh no.
All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again.
Oh, thank God.
Breath for a long time,
Oh my
but I
God.
couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Was that the last entry in that diary? I mean,
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
okay. I mean, it's saying here pretty clearly that she died in 1947. Yeah, this is very dark Pacific Northwest. I mean, Pacific Northwest has some good gothic energy in general. I guess. How did she die? Is that it? Game. Wow, okay, well, that was wild. Is there a kitty out there? There was a kitty. Oh, I can climb out. Cool. Can I climb out onto that branch? No. Okay. Yeah, it does seem likely that maybe the poisonous berries killed her and the rest was her.
But my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Phew. Well, I mean, you don't... I mean, hollyberries are poisonous. I would maybe not have decorated a children's room with it.
I spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room.
Wow. Taxidermied. Oh, no, they're pictures. Okay, that's fine. Mummification. I see a book just named Mummification. Wow. Bob. Buppy. Burpy, sorry. Rob. Alright, not super creative with the names. Lurpy. Purply. Zerpy.
We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Mole man beneath the Finch house.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was furious.
Ah! That rules. I love these hats.
I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Oh. No reflection. That's fine. Edie won't go. 72-year-old woman refuses to evacuate because of a little forest fire.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
Bye, Scream for Memes. I like Molly concepts. What does that mean? Oh, probably concept drawings for like a Molly picture. Jungle Book. Interesting book selection. Built 1937, Sven Finch. Multiple books just named Mummification, which I'm pretty here for. The Camera by Ansel Adams. All right.
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed.
Okay.
She could have, but she didn't.
All right, that clarifies. That tracks. We did see that collapsed dragon. Taxidermy for the home. Oh, that's just it. Taxidermy for the home. God, is this a picture of him falling to his death? That's wild. Here's a picture of a baby. Some dwarves sawing.
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
Norwegian folktales. Some cool origami. Boyd's. Oh, that's neat. That's a cool mural. Man.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Oh.
Louis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
Jeez. All right. Curious what he died of. Barbara, Molly, Calvin, Sam, Walter. Very cool old sewing machine. My mom has one of these vintage sewing machines that's in a cabinet. You can pull it up. It's actually very similar to this one. It's a little bit smaller, but otherwise pretty much the exact same shape. It has the foot pedal where you can pedal. If you can do it in time, you can sew.
Museum.
Cool.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune.
Click. Oh, click.
Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan.
Ooh.
On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Sir?
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea.
Well...
Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Okay. Phew.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
God, and so they built... This is the sculpture they built to memorialize him? The house that he tried to bring over sinking and him on top of it?
His daughter Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
This is... here, what I do like is the idea that you would have like one of these click reels that's just your family history. That pretty much
Whatever's wrong with
slaps.
this family, it goes back a long ways.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, that's me. Okay, so that's me in the top right. Edith, I'm gonna live forever. Finch. Edie is down there at the bottom. 2010. Okay, 2010 is when we left. I'm wondering if we left because she died, maybe? Memories of Death and Thereafter. Odin Finch. God, he wrote a book. Joining the Great Majority, a novel. Interesting. And I guess this is probably a plan for the house. I don't know if that's the one we're actually in right now. Yeah, she said Lewis died I think she said a week before they left. Sven, Edie. God, look at this cute little bird wearing a little construction helmet. This is another door that looks like it is sealed off. But I do like this little book hallway. Just piles and piles of yarn. Shrine sketches. Interesting. Scoozy? Scoozy? Is this supposed to be like shag carpeting in the bathroom? Oh, I object. Oh, I object to this rigorously. I think it's supposed to be three-dimensional because it's clipping through the door. Oh, I think it's a carpeted bathroom.
The only trace Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom. It was a pretty big trace.
Yeah, matching the weird coral cover for the toilet. Oofa doofa. There's a secret in this bathroom by Spin and Edie Finch. What a weird thing to name a book in general.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard.
Is it in the nook?
It's hidden in this book.
Spectacular. Knife to nail, that's wild. It's wild to think that those
Sven gave
exist
Sam an old
in the
camera
wild.
he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
Cool little weird little dark room. Some interesting pictures of Tig Notaro. Calvin Finch, 1950 to 1961. 11 years old? Family? Murder probe clues exhausted. Couple turns land into a native heaven. Yeah, carpeting your bathroom is both a curse, is something you do when you have been cursed, and also a thing that gets you cursed. Oh, this cute little Milton. Some wine bottles. Oh boy, I do love the idea of under your desk there's a secret little walkway. That slaps. That's cool as hell. Wow. This is wild. This is delightful. Sam Finch, most improved player. 5 grand generals. Oh, look at what a cute little... Is this a shared bedroom? Fort Sam, Fort Calvin. Okay, I guess they were twins, maybe? They both latched on to their own specific, highly masculinized aesthetics. Can I jump down? No. Okay, well, that's fair. Wow. Orca Island Regional High School. Bravo Company. I worry that half of it is cordoned
I knew
off.
Grandpa Sam had a twin.
'Cause Calvin's dead, is my guess.
And that he never talked about him.
Sandstrider.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
Ooh, another little diary. I hope it's not going to be horrifying.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
At Barbara's funeral, we swore he'd never be afraid again,
Uh-oh.
and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin! Dinner's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
Am I going to jump into the ocean?
I told him going around was impossible.
Am I going to fall into the
Maybe
ocean?
if I hadn't said that.
Calvin! I'm not gonna tell you again!
Maybe if the wind hadn't picked up. Then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it.
I think
think he
all of
already
the
made up
children
his
have
mind.
died in this house. Oh my god.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. And he did.
Oh.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Yeah, that had big urban legend vibes. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if we learned that Sam died because he ate a bunch of Pop Rocks and then drank some soda.
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
but still made Sam live there? That's wild. Whoops. No, get back in there. Get in there. No, 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 no. Stop. Come back. Cool. Oh, no. It's cool. Oh, I'm so annoyed at how cool this deadly house is.
They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies.
I do love the idea that this house was built for children to have secret little corridors in. Easy access to the booze cabinet. I want to see what this is all about. Milton. Oh, this is Barbara's. Yes.
Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Swan Lake. Oh no, 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 no. I don't want to go back yet. Let me stay. I mean, this is very strong. If you guys haven't been to the City Museum in St. Louis, or if you are unfamiliar with it, I cannot recommend it strongly enough. It's one of my favorite places on the entire planet. Wah! But it is very much this vibe if it were like not a house. Lots of little tubes to call through. Lots of
I never thought about how hard it must have
cool
been for
stuff
her
to explore.
afterwards.
She died. God, still very young.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed. Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest fan and current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
That came from the basement.
You're right! Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
All right, we're in it. We're in the comic book now. Oh God. It's playing some spooky music.
The old fridge rattled and grew still.
Here's what I don't like is that they said that this is the story of Barbara's death.
Oh dear.
Barb, relax. I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Fuck off,
I'm
dude.
not
You suck.
scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Hell yeah,
Then
sister.
act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and you're...
She threw him out, but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
It's okay. Cool. Who's throwing shit? Walter. Walter? Walter.
Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And whoever he was, he couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully.
What the fuck is happening? Am I just gonna have to
She thought about
retrust?
abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it.
This is a bathroom. If I could step through.
Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. But she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Why? Yeah, the fact that she couldn't scream under this circumstance is really, really great. Like, that's just great. That's great writing, for sure. Oh, is this body not going to be there by the time I get down here?
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was... At the door,
Hello?
she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream come true.
What?
Then she saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous.
What?
Her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life.
What?
I
No.
wasn't there myself, but I hear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared the same night. And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard, but that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box is all they ever found of her. Her ear.
What?
Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
No. No. Well, don't leave it that. Don't turn
Edie
it
told
over
me
at
all
least.
Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
What? No, I don't want to look at that ear anymore. What the possible fuck? What? I don't know what I've just seen. I'm having such difficulty parsing it. This is horrible. There's just a molten old cake that has been here, I guess, for like 60 years. What? What have we just seen? I don't know what to do with the information that I've just received from this game. I have no capacity. I don't understand. Also, it's so dangerous to leave an iron face down like that. And with the luck that this family has, Jesus. This room does remind me of like when you watch those like home decor design shows and the little girl's like, I guess I like movies, and then they do her whole room in a super movie intense style. That's kind of the vibes that this gives me. And she's like, yeah, I guess this is nice. Movies are okay.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
Oh, 'cause of the ear that was in it? Can I peek in?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Phew, okay. Wow. This is a good game. This is a good game, but it's pretty wild. I love that the beer or the wine cabinet is also a secret portal.
Funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Or the ear that was in it. There's Odin.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
My great-great-grandpa, I guess? Great-grandpa?
Whenever people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Interesting. Can I go up? Where's this cord? This cord is leading back. Oh, no, okay. It's just leading back there. Is there anything back here I haven't seen? Oh, I can peek through the eye holes of all these different.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
That sucks. That poor kid. Oh, that's good to know. John Carpenter actually gave permission to use the music here. Thank you for looking that up, Thelemackos.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
Oh, boy. If I looked into a peephole and there is a horrible bathroom with a carpeted floor, I would say, thank God this room is sealed off.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Yeah, Nicholas,
I wonder if that comic was right about there being a key inside the music box near the basement.
Oh, I mean, there certainly is. I'll get to that. I'll get there, game. Oh, I see. I can't go up here.
Mom must have locked the 3rd floor stairs on the night we left.
I mean, that's what those shows were always were. Like, the kid would have some mild interest, and then they would explode it out.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being friends with, if she hadn't died in 1947.
From eating some weird berries.
Maybe I should go check out that music box down by the basement.
Oh, that's right. It was downstairs. For some reason, I thought it was in Edie's room. Thank you, game. I did need that help. Cool. Oh, I guess the lights are out.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Ah. I mean, that's probably for the best, considering family's propensity for dying young. Oh, yeah, it could. I do wish it had a crosshair of some kind. I wonder, hold on, let me check the... reticle on. There we go. That should help a little bit.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
What was she actually hiding, game? Ah!
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Of course. I don't know why I didn't expect this to be a secret passage.
I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Uh-oh.
She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Okay, well that tracks. Oh God, what? Alvino's pea soup. Okay, so we're in some sort of
in all these stories.
bunker. What if this game just suddenly became a Fallout game?
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Poof. Shaving cream. Oh my God, Walter, did you move into a weird... Ah, kid, come on. Are these things that you sent, or are these like... Did people send them to you? Walter! 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 My dude!
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
My dude!
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week.
There's a bobblehead. That's how you know we're playing a Fallout game.
But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
Oh, that didn't keep you sane, my dear. I'm so sorry.
Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow.
It's 1976, so we've
wait
jumped
long enough, you get used to anything.
a decade. Okay, would you just put some tape on that bobblehead, my dude?
Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Ah!
And then one day, everything just...
Oh my God, and then that's a 30-year skip.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting.
My dude?
Maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Oh.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
I see pepper, garlic, salt, chili powder, nutmeg, rosemary, dill, nutmeg, rosemary, pepper. I don't see paprika. Honestly devastated. My dude. The canned peaches were not as upsetting as the first person POV eating the mama rabbit, but it's not, I would say it's still not ideal. I have to leave while I still can. Yeah, I guess. Okay, cool book vault. Okay. Okay. A lot of Concord grape jelly. I get it. I like that. It's good.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Wanted to draw everybody's attention to this can of pork chunkies. Uncle Sam's pork chunkies. Grade A pork.
Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe this is all a mistake.
Break through this wall.
But I need to stop living the same day.
Oh, God.
Even if it kills me.
Oh, Shiba socks. That's a great point. If Edie was delivering packages to him, that means she was encouraging his bunker living, which is yikes. Big yikes. I know this is back the way I came. I just want to see what's back here. just my little domain. Oh, I'm worried about Walter. 'Cause like being out of the house is not done.
Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it.
Okay, dude, yeah.
I'm
Okay,
going
dude,
to
yeah.
appreciate all of it, especially the food.
Yeah!
I don't mind if I only have a year left,
Why would you say that?
or a month,
Okay, you're just speculating.
or a single week.
Oh.
I'd be happy with one new day.
No, Walter.
I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Fuck off, game. What the fuck?
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
So the rumbling was the train going by, I guess. Boy, howdy, was that sad. God, and his memorial is just peaches and his can opener. And this portrait that I guess Edie painted of him.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
What the fuck? Cool. A little drawn picture. Oh my god. The plywood on the sides. I'm gonna say, honestly gonna say, pretty worried about our POV character. Getting increasingly worried that this game is gonna end with her
Maybe
untimely,
she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
Tragic death. I'm also afraid you're gonna end up like Walter. Maybe not specifically Walter, but like that kind of energy. Well, here's the thing:
if
is
she
if
never told me about an uncle under the house.
If Edie was delivering packages to him, because he had all those postcards which seemed to suggest that somebody was giving him things, so she would have seen him. Yeah. Yes. Chat, you're on board. Some Trader Joe's peanut butter.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding.
Yeah, Nicholas, I was also wondering that, because there are some of the same jars, but I don't see any pork chunkies. Saw peanut butter now.
I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Ugh. Weird garbage pit. Should I don't think I should crawl through here.
Bury something that's still alive.
Ugh. I mean, this seems like a bad idea.
There's only one of us left. Or maybe 2.
Hmm? Is the maybe 2
I thought it was time
Milton?
I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else.
I mean, I guess...
But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse. We made it real.
I looked down. There's grass on the tracks, which I assume means that no train has been through here for a while. Oh, this is sad. This is another really sad memorial. Why would you put the thing that killed him on his memorial? That seems very bad. I don't like it. Wait, where did the train come from? Oh, I see. The tracks.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Okay. Okay.
But I thought you should know about your family.
Who? What? Who should know?
And the history you're a part of.
Is this like for Milton if he comes back? Oh, this perspective of the game is that we're reading Edith's journal. I mean, can I walk out onto that ladder? She's 17. She says she hasn't been back to this house since she was 6 years old. So in 2010, her family suddenly abandoned this house, like in the middle of dinner, essentially, for reasons unclear to us at the moment.
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Would I live in this cool house even though loads of people have died in it? It's a great question. It's a difficult question to ask, to answer, I mean. Because it is a cool house. But it's just like right on the edge of difficult to distinguish.
When you look at the house,
how they died from the
that
location.
History of imagination and stubbornness and madness. Any of it seems possible.
I mean, not what happened to Barbara, though. That comic said monsters ate her. That's probably not what happened to her. Pretty. It's very pretty.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Good question.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Oh no. Are we gonna have a traumatic flashback about her gerbil deaths? I mean, these are very nice tombstones. It's impressive work. I like that they have a little iconography. Tells you what some of them are.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Cool. Oh god, it's sad. Oh, they're sad. These are all sad. Oh my god. God, Walter's memorial is just... Oh God, is there a tiny little person? Oh, it's sad. Oh my God. Can I zoom in that intensely on all of these? I'm pretty okay if I can't. That was really sad.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
Phew.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Oh God, is that the original house? Okay, well, cool, alright. I mean, probably Edie, right? She probably went down to give him packages and was like, wow, my son's not in this weird little tomb I built for him. Where could he have possibly gone? No, get back in there. Oh yeah, or the train driver realized.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
It's wild that it's just there. They got so close to actually getting it across the water. Goodness.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand.
Yeah, was it?
But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Yeah? Ooh. 1-year-old. Oh, gosh. Oh, God. Oh, boy. Milton Finch, no date of death because we do not know.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Lewis. Sanjay. What is this supposed to be? Oh, a crown, perhaps?
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay. All right, Mom. No clues about Sanjay.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
By crawling through a decrepit house.
But looking back on it now,
This cool little treehouse, overlooking their cemetery, which is maybe not ideal.
If she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Okay, there it is. Yeah, there it is. This is a bad idea. You know your entire family died young and tragically. Why would you do this? Ma'am, oh my God. Jeez, okay.
Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Nervous about the bars. Not gonna lie, a little nervous about those bars.
They were both pretty intense.
Okay.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
Sure. God, is he gonna have some sort of weird, tragic death about photos somehow? Oh, nervous.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Cool footprints. A cat. It seems to be a house cat. Swatting at something. Oh, it's a little squirrel. Okay, cool. Airline ticket. K. Finch, Orca Island, Washington. Some necklaces? Oh, a box of somebody named K's stuff. Oh, getting worried about K. Uh-oh, getting worried about K. Okay, let's crack this bad boy open. No, open it. I see a ring in a box. Oh yeah, didn't she design the bathroom? Yes, coughing Kate, yes. Selfies.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
That was a terrible picture.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Chocolate malt pudding.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
A perfect photo.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
I'm gonna get so many points from Professor Mir for that pick.
I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
Odin Finch National Park.
I'm gonna
Wow.
take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
What do I have to get? Well, what do I have to do to get a national park named after me?
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
It'll never clear up. You're in the Pacific Northwest, sweetie.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Here, let me take a picture of my dad peeing.
Hey!
Great.
That's a keeper.
Love it.
Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
Public hunting season.
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail. There were deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map.
This is so picturesque, but I know all these stories end with... oh.
Good eyes, Dawn.
All these stories end with somebody dying.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad, I...
Just breathe. Turn off your imagination. Focus on your target. Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong.
Jesus, dude.
Great shot, Dawn! I'm proud of you, Dawn. Always remember that, okay?
Feeling weird about
Sorry,
this.
Dawn, just gotta reset the timer.
Feeling weird about this one. I see. Weird moment to switch to tank controls.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Dawn. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Ha! What? Really? What? Really?
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
What? Is that real? Is this... I can't believe this. I can't believe this fucking game. What? Okay. Well, that was so much. That was so much. That was a lot. This has all been so much. And that's just the last picture, I guess, they have of him. I know this is like a function of the game mechanic, but it is funny to me that they have multiple like pictures of people's last moments. Ooh. No, open. I don't know if this is a secret passage so much as it is attic space. Oh, MREs? Sure.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They both lost a lot.
Oh no. I think this is the infant. Oh. Gang, I think this is the one that's the infant. Oh. Oh, is this one gonna be extra sad? at a loss. I'm at a real loss here. What a weird... What? There's Dawn and Gus. Oh, good. Oh, good. Here's another horrifying little memorial.
Poetry and yet...
Oh, boy. All right. Let me take another drink of water. Let me take a moment. Oh, my God. Yeah, Miss Emily, they filled his crib with the crib memorial with bath toys and also their divorce proceeding document paperwork. Okay. All right, let's look at some of these. Some cool sympathy cards. Emergency evacuation plan. That's very responsible. No playing outside without permission. I guess this is all Sam's influence. That he's trying his best to keep his children alive. All right, let's dig into this.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
All right, strong energy. It's backwards. Oh, I see. Wow, this is very pretty.
My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Ooh.
I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I remember.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
It's not subtitled, but they just said you may now kiss the bride, so the wedding appears to have been completed.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Ha! Gus,
The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
so nervous about how this kite is gonna... Oh no, it's raining! Oh no! Oh, that tree, that chair in the tree.
Then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made.
Yeah, if you guys remember, there was indeed a tree, a chair in one of those trees. Oh god.
The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
This is pretty beautiful.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Peter feels like Wes Anderson's Katamari Damacy.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Phew. Wow, okay. Wow, okay. It's a little baby punk kid. Okay, well. This game's a lot. This game is a lot consistently. He has a book called Prone. Choices. Choices game. Raise flag, breakfast time, quiet time. Okay. Okay, alright. Ooh. Just got a message that my battery was low. It was very loud and startling. There we go. Okay, God, am I gonna have to rock climb up to the next section? Yes!
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
Fair. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that tracks.
At the time, it was as far away as she could get.
Oh, look at this cool little loft.
Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died.
In a tragic hunting-related accident. Okay. Wedding presents. Hello, namaste, how are you? 100 ways to teach critical thinking. Fly to India. Dawn Finch. All right. Gonna learn who Sanjay is.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
College applications. Call mom and grandma once a week. Here's her high school ID. Majors? I like this post-it note that just says majors ? English teaching geology.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Louis was born a year later.
All right. Louis, who we know, died tragically and mysteriously. I mean, I guess we don't know that he died tragically. I'm just assuming based on context clues.
I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back.
Louis growing some kitchen herbs, very nice. Milton.
And to see kids in the house again.
Doing some art. Looks like maybe some tomatoes here in Edith's. Little person fishing.
The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
So we slapped some more rooms on the side of the house. Oh, so pretty. God, I would love to sit up here and have a beer. Ah.
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Our family's history, fact or fiction. It's pretty grim. Is this like where she homeschooling them? Reading is a hoot.
But it didn't last.
To teach and to learn. God, she wrote a whole book about teaching. Relief efforts end in disaster. This is a cute little room. Amazing. This is great. I'm so extremely amused at this science fair poster board on Odin Finch and the curse family history. That's a lot. That's a lot.
The beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Edie gave him a castle? Can I go up here? What's over here?
Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
Alright, well, I can't wait to get into there. I think we're probably supposed to go to Milton's next, so let's go to Milton's. Yeah, look at that beautiful fog. It's nice. King Milton. Wait, is this sealed off? Can I peek in? Yeah, okay, let's peek in.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
It's set in, Nicholas, it's set in Orca Island, Washington, so in the Pacific Northwest. I don't think Orca Island's a real island, but I'm not positive. It's a cool room. Built-in pole dancing. It's pretty cool. Anything over here? Orca Island is real? Okay, cool. Is it like super haunted and spooky? Like this game makes it kind of feel like it is? How many old weird mansions are on it? Part of the San Juan Islands. Okay, good to know. Okay. Big, kind of looks like a big footprint. But I guess it's supposed to be a door? Cool. Cool.
I think Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
Aw. Oh, I see. It's not a pull. It's a pull-E. Oh, I'm going up. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. Okay. All right. Hi, Milton.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Is it a flip book? Ah! Oh, it's this thing he was painting. It's the door.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
I assume that 2003 was the year that he disappeared, not that they found any evidence of his body.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Phew. Does not seem like a great emotional
Whatever
tactic.
Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Oh, game. Why would you say something spooky like that? Why would you put it that way? Obviously, he's in the painting now. Yeah, actually, let me go look at that painting one more time. I wonder if this developer would ever consider doing a legit horror game. Because this is excellent. This is better than most horror games I've ever played. No, just a normal painting. Extra, extra historic American newspapers now available. Okay.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Interesting.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery.
Oh man, I loved Layers of Fear though. Layers of Fear is very much like if if this game wanted to be a horror game, it would probably end up being pretty close to that. Can't sit down? Okay, that's fair. I like that Lewis's room appears to just be a boat that they have stuck on this. Once again, flashing back to the City Museum. Guys want to hear a weird story about the City Museum that I've been thinking about this entire time? So the guy who made the City Museum was an architect named Bob Castley. And he's just a wild dude. I highly recommend looking at all of his work. It's incredible. He passed away some years ago due to an accident. So he was working on, he's got the City Museum, which is his main building that I think everybody knows him for, but he was working on a second property called Cementland, which was a bunch of old warehouses that had been shut down, much like the City Museum was originally a shoe factory, and so you can see a lot of industrial remnants from that. But he was working on Cementland, and it hadn't been open. He'd been working on it for years and years and years, and eventually my friends and I were like, we got in contact with somebody on Reddit, hilariously, who was like, I know how to get into Cementland. We can just go and walk around it. And so we did one time. We met this dude off Reddit and he took us in through like this hole in the fence basically, and we walked around it a little bit, and then Bob was there working on it, and he was like, hey, you kids, you got to get out of here. It was definitely one of those things where it was like, we weren't supposed to be there. We knew we weren't supposed to be there. He knew we weren't supposed to be there, and he was very chill about it. He was just like, just you kids, get out of here. This was like well over a decade ago at this point. And so we like basically crawled back out the hole that we came in through. It was very cool though. It was like nowhere near finished though. It was, I would describe it as hugely dangerous to be in. So I appreciate why they didn't want people coming in here. Anyway, 2 weeks after that, Bob died at Cementland. He was using one of the ground movers to do some work, and it apparently tipped over and he died. And there are some doubts as to whether his death was an accident or not. And everything about that is so extremely what this game is about. It's eerie. It's incredibly...
His room smelled very, very familiar.
Like weed?
That part of him lived on.
It probably smells like weed, huh? Oh no, I don't want to go back out. Sorry, I would like to stay in here. It's a wild story. I highly recommend. I mean, Bob's, I think, wife insisted that it was not an accident, and the police refused to take it seriously, and so there's all sorts of weird theories surrounding his death. But he was just like a truly remarkable person, amazing vision, amazing concept of what the world could be like. And I regret.
I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them.
Regret that. Regret that Cementland was never finished and probably will never be finished at this point. The City Museum's incredible. Honestly, I mean, I'm biased, I'm certain, but I think it's worth a trip to St. Louis just for that. There's nothing else in the world quite like it, and it's spectacular. What is this? Theodore's Quality Cigars. I love that. There must be like a generator or something, because the fact that they're like, this area has to have a black light, so we're gonna make sure that there's a reason there's a black light here functioning. they're an uppity. A lot of people have been talking about wanting to finish Cementland. I think they intend to, but again, it's been over a decade at this point, so I don't know if it's ever going to finish. I grew up in the St. Louis area, yeah. Greater Seattle Institute of Psychology. Okay. Let's see.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse.
What substances?
Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Whoa, gotcha.
In our sessions,
Too
I
slow.
saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh, I see. I have control over this.
I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth.
Oh, this is surprisingly difficult.
He'd feel his way about. Then something moved. Bats. And toads. And things that have not names. He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
For those of you who haven't played this game, I am with my mouse doing fish heading duties and with the WASDA doing second life game duties. And it is like patting your head and rubbing your belly.
But he found something more.
Ooh. All right, we're moving forward in game generations.
I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss.
I'm getting my work done.
But he said Lewis had become a model employee.
Yeah.
Methodical, tireless, focused. Like a whole new Lewis. So I let him go on.
Okay, getting nervous.
I even encouraged him.
Yeah, Captain Oblivion, I agree.
It seemed very promising at first.
It's an interesting mental challenge.
He told me he'd made a new friend.
Oh, puppy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick. Then he made musicians.
I'm so nervous about Lewis.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. And he was always humming something. Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery.
The fish head cannery puppet, the fish puppets.
But his chopping was as reliable as ever.
A lot.
Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were
Yeah.
all in his imagination. So he could do whatever he wished.
Uh-oh. Getting nervous again. Big fish puppet.
He held an election for mayor. And he won.
Oh, hey. Just like Mario did at the end of the Mario
They begged
levels.
him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis.
St. Louis!
He started
It's all
drifting
coming
away
together,
from our
gang.
reality. Minneapolis. Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery.
Scoozy?
Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on.
She just isn't going home?
In Louisville,
Minneapolis
he
is
heard
good.
rumors of a beautiful prince.
And that's how sexuality's decided, everybody.
The prince was on his own quest for radiant rainbows.
Oh no. Oh god. I'm not gonna get, oh god. Steer. Oh no. I'm not gonna get the achievement for going under all of the umbrella or the rainbows.
Electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound.
Oh.
He knew the world was all in his imagination. But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Uh-oh.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him. He began to forget the world we know. think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
Oh God, dude.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on advising him.
Oh, it's Molly the cat. Nothing sad about any of that.
His prince waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Okay, this crown is also the ornament that was on Lewis's gravestone. So, I guess we just got to do it.
And the rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Wow. It's a lot to unpack there. And I think I'm just gonna have to sit with that one for a while. Wow. Well, God, just the visual symmetry of him beheading all of the fish and then him being the one eventually beheaded by his own. There's a lot to unpack here. That was gorgeous, but boy, it was a lot. Oh boy. I'm not totally certain what the connection.
My mom told me to start packing.
Okay. So I think they said Lewis's funeral was, I think, a week before.
She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie.
Yeah. They waited a week, I think, before leaving.
I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder. I wish we'd stayed.
Yeah? Are these, packaging peanuts.
But I understand why we left. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner.
God, was this my room? So unsafe. Little origami bird.
But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now was to tell you about that last night.
Yeah, tell me about... God, this is a cool room. Ah! That's the trade-off for having such a cool room. A cursed family. Where everybody dies young and in increasingly tragic and ironic ways. Okay.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together.
Dumplings.
And all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
Worried about Edie. Feels like she's mixing her medication with alcohol in a way that's gonna have repercussions.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. When my mom sealed the library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance.
Of course not.
Or that Edie had a key to it.
Of course not. Of course. Let's get in there. It is, yeah.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house.
It is remarkable that Edie has lived this long when literally nobody else in the family has.
Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight.
If Edie were a living spirit vampire, that would be all the ending
We'll
this
have
game.
The nursing home send a van for you in the morning.
Oof.
Okay.
That's all this game would need to be just a legit straight horror game. Nervous about all these candles around all these books. Is there anything over here? No, I think it's just...
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out.
Oh, there's the house.
It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground, there'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean.
There's the house.
They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years.
Cool. Oh, I see. There's the dock.
It smelled awful.
Yeah, I bet.
No, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it.
What a
When
scene.
the fog rolled in, I lost my way.
Oh no. Oh, I don't like that. Alright, well, we just passed a landmark, which was that text. And I walked straight out into the ocean?
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Once
Things
again,
I'd
so
forgotten
nervous.
had ever existed.
I mean, she survives this, so I guess that's fine.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
There's that table.
Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great Grandma Edie again.
Oh no! Grandma!
The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone.
Oh, jeez.
After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Am I being born?
But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself.
Am I being
I guess
born?
If you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Oh no, Edith!
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Okay. Well, that was a lot. Yeah, does anybody have any clues on how Edith Finch dies? Hopefully not. I mean, it must not be in childbirth because her child was older, presumably got that diary and then seems to be a result of childbirth. I mean, but yeah, I guess maybe whoever was taking care of the child, her partner maybe, was like, maybe gave them the journal. But is it confirmed? Later went to visit the grave. I don't know. I mean, I guess it could have been in childbirth. Yeah, maybe. And the game takes place in 2017. Okay, she dies in 2017 and the game takes place in 2017. She didn't die in childbirth because we just saw her child. And her child was not an infant. The Villain of Edith Finch, a good analysis of this game. I'll have to check that out. Are you, Fabricoda and Shiba Socks, are you both recommending the same video? Because I will definitely check it out. Yeah, the math, I don't think the math, yes, The Villains of Edith Finch. Okay, I'll have to check that out. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so but she implies that she'll never have a chance to meet her child. Interesting. I'll have to look at some theories. Clearly I'm just gonna have to spend a week or two reading stuff about this game because holy cow. Man. Gosh. Some beautiful writing. Amazing environments. Kind of a perfect game. Kind of a perfect game. Wow, an incredible experience. I love that it was, we're clocking in about 2.5 hours, which is a great amount of time for, a great length for any game to be. Phew. Man, God, all of this, just, so much game. So much game. Wow, Megan. What a picture. The Lewis one was incredible. I really liked but also really hated Walters. Just cause like damn. I mean, incredible writing, but also like damn. Molly's also just like incredible and so weird and so bizarre. But what a masterful way of starting those death segments a lot. With Molly's is just like bam. Yeah, the baby one was pretty upsetting. I liked the mechanic of Sam's with the camera. I thought that was a really, I liked the sort of having to frame all of these pictures and then it ending with that really tragic picture a lot. That was really spectacular. Phew. God, what a great game. Good job, Giant Sparrow. The Entitem. Oh, just the end. Gosh, no, I don't know if I need to replay that one. Thank you. Not right now. Ooh. Milton scene is related to the developer's previous game, The Unfinished Swan, Fabricoda says. Okay. Is The Unfinished Swan good? Because I definitely would like more of this whole deal. I'm very curious to see more. Yeah, Harukiyo, I agree. I appreciate that they made the babies one whimsical. I appreciate that one was more abstracted than a lot of the other ones. Because holy cow. God, I really want to know what happened to Barbara. Because she wasn't eaten by monsters. I'm sorry, that's just not it. That's just not what happened to her. So, like, what happened to... Like, I feel like most of the other ones, you have a more or less strong idea of what happened. Molly ate some berries, what she wasn't supposed to. Sam was thrown off a cliff. I mean, unless it's, like, maybe Barbara was killed by her boyfriend, Ricky? I'm gonna have to look into it. Yeah, being killed by her boyfriend is the only thing I can really suss out of that. Which is not terrible. It's very, very good. Very well written and entrancing. So I guess I'll just have to look into that. It was fans in their costumes? Interesting. I'll have to check. I'm gonna have to read some theories for sure. Everybody's Gone to Rapture is another game I've heard is really good, so maybe I'll find a copy of that and I can play that on stream as well. This is incredible. What an incredible game. Thank you everybody for coming out and watching me just sort of like reel in shock at this game. This game was exactly what everybody told me this game was going to be, but also somehow shocking and upsetting and just like overwhelming, but in a really great way. It was spectacular. You would enjoy the beginner's guide. Oh, I've played a little bit of the beginner's guide. That's one I've always wanted to circle back to. All right, I'll look into Everybody Goes to Rapture and the beginner's guide and Unfinished Swan, and that will do us for a while. Okay, everybody have a good Sunday. I'm just gonna lie face down on my bed and think about this game for a little bit. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. If you have Monday off, I hope you have a good Monday. Otherwise, I'll see you guys Wednesday for my Wednesday art stream. Bye. Goodbye. Goodbye.